Hello, it's me Dan here again with another tutorial on the Korg Monologue making drum samples. We have made a kick, a snare and a hi-hat, and now it's time to make claps. So claps are kind of a cross between a hi-hat and a snare in terms of the frequency range that it occupies. It's kind of the high mids, so it's not as low or midi as a snare, and it doesn't have that low tone underneath either, but it's not as high frequency as a hi-hat. So let's get started. First of all, let's initialize the patch. So again, as we've done before, edit mode, make sure it's on program edit. Click that second to last button, twist the knob until it says press right, and then press right. Right. We have just checking my levels. Yes, we have an initialized patch. So first of all, we're going to be using noise again, like the snare and the hi-hat. So let's turn off VCO 1 and turn up VCO 2 and make sure it's on the noise function. Right. So because it is the sort of high mid range, we're going to use the filter to tame all those high frequencies. And we'll need to change the envelope shape to that pluck one shot shape and then adjust the decay. Let's turn it up a bit. So, I mean, that pretty much is a clap. Performance-wise with a clap, if you do listen to a clap or you really analyze the waveform, it's actually a series of shots very, very close together, sort of rapidly one after the other. So to play that on the monologue, you're going to have to play a few notes just really quickly, like that. To make that clap sound. So to further craft sort of the sound of the clap, let's bring up some resonance. So that's pretty close to the sound of a clap. Let's bring up some drive to add some more beef. And we'll just muck around with the cutoff and resonance. So that's pretty much it. We have a clap, and you can again adjust the decay, so to make it a really sharp, short clap. And let's turn up the cutoff. Or you can have a bit of a longer decay. Just changing the decay again. So yeah, that's pretty much a clap. But as you can hear, there is a lot of low-end frequency content that doesn't need to be there. So like the snare and the hi-hat, because a Korg Monologue does not have a high-pass filter, we're going to have to move on to a DAW. So let's move on to a DAW now. Okay, we are in my DAW now. This is Pro Tools, but you can use whatever DAW that you use, Ableton, Logic, Reaper, GarageBand, as long as you have an EQ that allows for a high-pass filter. Parametric EQ is probably the most popular. So I'm just going to play the clap that I just designed. Right, so as you can see right here, all of this low end frequency stuff that you do not need for a clap. So let's throw on a high pass filter. And let's bring it up. So yeah, just adjust it to taste. A little bit more low, mids, pretty good, or you can go pretty high as well. And if I actually played it better, hang on. Let's turn down the decay a little bit. So yeah, there you have it. There is a clap for you. Just a simple high pass filter, just cleans it up a lot more and makes it more convincing as a clap. Of course, you can add reverb and delay and maybe some saturation to sort of gritty it up a little bit more, but essentially all you need is a high pass filter. Okay, so that is claps on the Korg Monologue. Pretty simple stuff, but it is definitely about the performance of doing the rapid notes, one after the other. Yeah, my last tutorial for the next video is going to be toms. Toms, I'm not so great at designing, so if people have some ideas of how to design toms on a synth, let me know, but I will do my best in the next video and at least point you in the right direction. Okay, until next time, goodbye.